Hello, and a warm welcome to another episode of English with Everyday Conversations at the English Cafe. I'm Maya, your host, and I'm thrilled to have you join us today.
And a hearty hello from me, Leo. We're so glad you've tuned in. Whether you're a student, a professional, or just someone looking to improve your English skills, you're in the right place.
Absolutely, Leo. We know that clear and effective communication in English is more important than ever. From navigating the workplace to connecting with people from around the globe, having a strong command of the language opens so many doors.
And today, we're focusing on something fundamental yet often overlooked: expressing gratitude. It's a cornerstone of good communication and a key part of building positive relationships, whether you're speaking with a colleague, a friend, or even a customer.
Think about it, how often do we want to express our appreciation? Whether it's for a small act of kindness or a significant gesture, finding the right words to say thank you can make all the difference.
Exactly. And that's what we're going to unpack today. We're going beyond the simple thank you and exploring the rich vocabulary of gratitude in English. We'll learn how to express appreciation in a way that truly resonates and shows genuine sincerity.
We'll also be talking about the cultural significance of expressing gratitude in English-speaking countries, which can be really helpful for understanding how to interact effectively in a global context.
And don't worry, we'll keep it practical. We'll be sharing real-life examples and even some tips on how to weave these expressions into your everyday conversations and even your professional emails.
Whether you're looking to sound more polite, more sincere, or simply want to expand your English vocabulary, you're in for a treat. Get ready to discover the power of words of warmth and how to say thank you in a way that truly makes an impact.
So buckle up, grab your tea, and let's get started with the vocabulary of gratitude. In English-speaking cultures, expressing gratitude is not just a polite gesture, it's a significant part of social interaction. People from different cultural backgrounds might understand the importance of acknowledging kindness and showing appreciation.
It might be ingrained in their values, from the smallest gesture to the most significant help.
Exactly, Maya. But when we're communicating in English, sometimes we might feel a little unsure about the best way to express these sentiments.
In English-speaking cultures, a simple thank you can carry a lot of weight. It's a fundamental part of politeness and social interaction, much like our own traditions of expressing respect and acknowledging help. It helps build relationships and shows that you value someone's actions or kindness.
Correct, Maya. It's not just about being polite. It's about building connections. A sincere expression of gratitude can really strengthen relationships, whether it's with a colleague at work, a friend, or even someone you've just met.
It shows that you value their contribution, their effort, or their kindness. And in a globalized world, where we interact with people from diverse backgrounds, knowing how to express this effectively in English is a valuable skill.
It's about being able to communicate not just the words, but the feeling behind them.
And that's what we're going to help you with today. We'll explore the different shades of thank you in English, from the casual to the more formal. And we'll touch upon when and how these expressions are typically used in English-speaking contexts.
So whether you're aiming to sound more professional in your emails, more friendly in your conversations, or simply want to express your genuine appreciation, this episode is for you. We're going to unlock the secrets to saying thank you in English with confidence and sincerity.
We'll be looking at how these expressions fit into everyday life, from ordering a coffee to acknowledging a colleague's help with a project. We want to make sure you feel comfortable and confident using these phrases in any situation.
So get ready to expand your vocabulary and deepen your understanding of how gratitude is expressed in the English language. Let's dive into some key vocabulary and phrases apart from thank you that you can use to express your appreciation in a way that truly resonates. Okay, let's start with the basics. Of course, we have the simple and versatile thank you. You can use this in almost any situation.
And then there's thanks, which is a bit more informal but perfectly acceptable in many contexts.
But we'll go beyond the usual thank you and thanks to spice things up a bit, because sometimes just a simple thank you feels a little, well, simple, doesn't it? Especially when someone has gone out of their way.
Absolutely. Sometimes you want to convey a little more feeling, right? Instead of just thank you, you could say I'm really grateful. It adds a touch more sincerity. This is a great all-rounder, conveying a genuine sense of appreciation. You could use it after a friend helps you with something, or even after a helpful colleague offers assistance at work. And to emphasize the depth of your appreciation, you can say, I truly appreciate it. It adds that extra layer of sincerity, like when someone offers you a really thoughtful gift or goes above and beyond to help you out.
For a more formal setting, or perhaps when acknowledging a significant act of kindness, my sincere thanks is a wonderful phrase. Think about sending a thank you email to a senior colleague or after a helpful presentation. It carries a sense of respect.
And sometimes you want to show that you're genuinely touched by someone's thoughtfulness. That's where, that's so kind of you, or you're so helpful come in. It highlights not just the action, but the person's character. Perfect for when a neighbor offers to help or a friend does something unexpected.
Absolutely. And if someone has provided substantial help, you might want to express a deeper sense of obligation. I'm deeply indebted to you for is a more formal way of saying you're incredibly grateful for a significant favor. You might use this in a professional context, or when someone has truly gone out of their way.
Now for a slightly less formal but still heartfelt expression, you could say, I really owe you one. It's a way of acknowledging their help and letting them know you'll be there for them in the future. It's a very friendly and relatable phrase.
And when you want to express appreciation for a specific thing, you can use phrases like, that was very thoughtful of you. For example, if someone remembers your favorite tea or brings you a small gift.
Or, I'm so pleased with, thank you. You can use this when you're happy with a service or a product and want to express your satisfaction along with your gratitude. For example, I'm so pleased with the service, thank you.
And as we mentioned earlier, in some English-speaking countries, especially the UK and Australia, cheers is a common and casual way to say thank you, often in informal settings. It's good to be aware of that.
And for those moments when someone has really come to your rescue, you can use you're a lifesaver. It's a very emphatic way of expressing extreme gratitude.
Definitely. And a simple but effective one is much appreciated. It's concise, but conveys that their help or effort is truly valued.
And don't underestimate the impact of adding an adjective to thank you, like, that's fantastic, thank you, or that's wonderful, thank you. It adds emphasis and enthusiasm.
So as you can see, dear listeners, there's a whole spectrum of ways to say thank you in English. It's about choosing the right phrase to match the situation and the level of appreciation you want to express.
It's about letting your genuine gratitude shine through in the most appropriate and impactful way. And by learning these different phrases, you'll sound more natural and confident in your English communication.
Now that we've got a good vocabulary of gratitude, let's see how these phrases actually sound in everyday situations.
Exactly. Because while the core principles are the same, the context and the types of interactions might differ slightly.
Let's imagine you're at a local shop and the shopkeeper helps you find exactly what you are looking for. You could simply say, "Thanks," as you're paying. It's quick and appropriate.
Or, if they went out of their way to find a specific item, you could say, "I really appreciate your help with that." It shows a bit more gratitude for their extra effort.
Now, imagine you're at a friend's place and they offer you a cup of tea. You could say, "Yes, please, thank you." It's polite and acknowledges their offer.
And if they've made a special effort, like preparing your favorite snacks, you could say, "That's so kind of you, thank you." It highlights their thoughtfulness.
Let's think about the workplace. If a colleague helps you with a task, you could say, "I really appreciate your help. It made things much easier." Or, if it was a significant contribution, "Thank you so much for your support on this project."
And what about receiving a small gift from a family member or friend? You could say, "Thank you so much, this is lovely." Or, "That was very thoughtful of you."
See how these phrases fit naturally into different scenarios? It's about choosing the one that feels right for the situation and the level of appreciation you want to express.
Okay, listeners, now it's your turn to practice. We're going to give you a few everyday scenarios, and we want you to think about how you would express your gratitude in English. Try to use some of the phrases we've discussed.
Here's the first scenario. You're at a local market and a vendor helps you choose the freshest vegetables. How would you thank them? Think about a casual and a slightly more appreciative way to say it. You could say a simple "thanks" or "thank you for your help choosing these vegetables."
Scenario number 2. Your neighbor helps you carry a heavy bag up the stairs. What would you say to them? Think about showing genuine appreciation. You might say, "Thank you so much, you're a lifesaver," or "I really appreciate you helping me with this."
Scenario number 3. Imagine your child brings you a drawing they made. How would you express your gratitude and acknowledge their effort? For your child's drawing, you could say, "That's fantastic, thank you, I love it." Or, "That was very thoughtful of you to make this for me."
Scenario number 4. You're commuting on public transport and someone offers you their seat. How would you thank them? Think about a polite and appreciative response. For the person offering you their seat on the bus or train, you could say a simple, "Thank you very much," or "That's very kind of you, thank you."
Scenario number 5. You've asked a colleague at work for some information, and they quickly and helpfully provide it. What would you say to them? Think about showing that you value their assistance. For your helpful colleague, you might say, "Thank you for the information, that's really helpful," or "I really appreciate you getting that to me so quickly."
Scenario number 6. You're at a local festival, and someone offers you a taste of their delicious homemade food. How would you express your appreciation for their generosity? When someone offers you food at a festival, you could say, "Oh, thank you so much, this smells delicious." Or, "That's so kind of you to share."
Scenario number 7. You've received a helpful suggestion from a family member on a task you were struggling with. How would you thank them for their advice? For your family member's advice, you could say, "Thank you for the suggestion, I'll definitely try that." Or, "I really appreciate your help with this."
Scenario number 8. You're at a local tailor and they quickly and perfectly stitch a piece of clothing for you. How would you thank them for their excellent work? Think about showing your satisfaction. For the tailor, you could say, "Thank you so much. The stitching is perfect. I really appreciate your excellent work." Or, "This is exactly what I wanted. Thank you very much."
Scenario number 9. You're visiting a relative and they offer you a cup of tea and some snacks. How would you express your appreciation for their hospitality? For your relative's hospitality, you could say, "Thank you so much for the lovely tea and snacks, it's very kind of you." Or, "This is so nice of you, thank you for your hospitality."
Scenario number 10. You've received a helpful email from a customer service representative regarding an issue you are facing. How would you respond to their email, expressing your thanks for their assistance? When responding to that helpful customer service email, you could write, "Thank you for your prompt and helpful response. I really appreciate your assistance in resolving my issue." Or, "Thank you for your quick action and support. I'm very grateful for your help."
Now, Maya, let's move from spoken gratitude to the art of expressing it in writing. While we often express gratitude verbally, there are many situations where a written thank you is more appropriate and impactful.
This is a crucial skill, Leo, especially in professional settings and for building strong personal connections. A well-crafted thank you note or email can leave a lasting positive impression. Think about formal occasions, professional interactions, or even just showing extra appreciation.
Absolutely, Maya. It shows thoughtfulness and consideration. A written note or email often carries a deeper sense of sincerity and thoughtfulness. It's a tangible expression of gratitude that the recipient can keep and cherish. And for our English learners, it's a fantastic opportunity to practice their writing skills while expressing genuine appreciation.
So let's talk about how to craft effective thank you messages in English. Let's start with thank you notes. These are often used for gifts, favors, or attending events. A good starting point is a clear and respectful greeting. Dear name is always a safe and polite option. If you know the person well, you could use a slightly more informal greeting. For a thank you note, whether it's for a gift, a favor, or attending an event, you'll want to start with a warm greeting. Dear name is a classic and safe option.
The key is to be specific about what you're thanking them for. Don't just say, "Thank you for everything." Instead, mention the specific gift, the specific help they provided, or the specific aspect of the event you enjoyed. For example, "Thank you so much for the lovely gift name. I absolutely love it."
Yeah. If you received a book, you could say, "Thank you so much for the wonderful book title. I've been wanting to read it for a while now."
Or, if someone helped you with a task, you could write, "I wanted to express my sincere gratitude for your help with the project name. Your assistance was invaluable." Being specific shows that you truly appreciated their contribution.
And don't forget to express the impact of their action. How did their help or gift make you feel? For example, "Your kindness in helping me with the presentation made a real difference and eased a lot of stress." Or, "I was so touched by your thoughtful gift. It truly brightened my day."
For a thank you email, the structure is similar, but the tone might be slightly more concise. A clear and informative subject line is essential. Something like, "Thank you for your assistance with specific issue," or "Appreciation for the gift," works well.
And in the body of the email, get straight to the point but still maintain a personal touch. For instance, "Dear name, I am writing to express my sincere gratitude for your prompt response and the detailed information you provided regarding the topic. It was incredibly helpful in understanding specific point."
Or, after a meeting, you might email, "Thank you for taking the time to meet with me yesterday. I really appreciate your insightful feedback on topic. It has given me a lot to consider."
Remember to keep the tone professional but still warm. Avoid overly casual language in formal emails. However, if you have a more casual relationship with the person, a slightly more relaxed tone might be appropriate.
And a good rule of thumb is to be timely with your thank you. Send your thank you note or email as soon as possible after receiving the gift, the help, or attending the event. Within a day or two is generally a good time frame.
Absolutely, it shows that you value their gesture and haven't forgotten about it. And in our busy lives, taking the time to write a thoughtful thank you can really stand out.
Exactly. It's a way of showing respect, building goodwill, and strengthening relationships. It's a simple yet effective way to make a positive impact.
Yes, Leo. It's a small gesture that can leave a lasting positive impression. So whether it's a handwritten note or a well-crafted email, taking the time to express your gratitude in writing is a powerful way to strengthen relationships and show your appreciation. Leo, we've talked about expressing gratitude verbally and in writing, but there's another powerful practice we can incorporate into our English learning journey, and that is keeping a gratitude journal.
Absolutely, Maya. It's a fantastic way to not only practice your English vocabulary, but also to cultivate a more positive and appreciative mindset.
Exactly. Think of it as a daily practice where you consciously reflect on the good things in your life and express your thanks for them, all in English.
And it doesn't have to be a long, drawn-out process. Even taking just 5 to 10 minutes each day to jot down a few things you're grateful for can make a big difference.
And the beauty of doing it in English is that you're actively using the language in a meaningful way. You're thinking about your blessings and simultaneously practicing your writing skills and expanding your vocabulary related to positive emotions.
You're not just learning words, you're using them to express genuine feelings. This makes the learning process much more engaging and memorable. You'll find yourself reaching for those gratitude-related words and phrases we've discussed earlier.
And it's a fantastic way to build a positive habit. In our often fast-paced lives, it's easy to get caught up in stress and negativity. A gratitude journal can be a powerful antidote to that.
It helps you shift your focus from what you lack to what you have. And when you're consciously looking for things to be grateful for, you start to notice more and more positive aspects of your life, big and small.
Think about it. You could be grateful for a supportive family, a helpful colleague, a delicious meal, or even the beautiful weather. Writing these things down in English forces you to articulate those feelings in the language you're learning.
And as you look back at your journal entries, you'll see a record of all the good things in your life, which can be incredibly uplifting, especially on challenging days. It's a reminder of all the blessings you have.
Plus, it's a personal and private space where you can experiment with different ways of expressing yourself in English without the pressure of a formal conversation or a graded assignment. You can write whatever feels authentic to you.
So we encourage you all to start a gratitude journal in English today. Grab a notebook or use a note-taking app on your phone. Dedicate a few minutes each day to reflect on what you're thankful for and write it down in English.
Try to be specific. Instead of just writing, "I'm grateful for my family," you could write, "I'm so grateful for my family's unwavering support and encouragement during this challenging time."
And as you write, consciously try to use the gratitude vocabulary we've been discussing. Words like appreciate, grateful, thankful, kindness, thoughtful, and so on.
It's a simple yet incredibly powerful practice that combines language learning with personal well-being. Give it a try, and you might be surprised at the positive impact it has on both your English skills and your overall outlook.
Now, let's have a quick glance at a small example of a gratitude journal in English.
Yes, Leo, that would make it easier for our listeners to understand. First, write the date. Then in the next line, you can write, "Today, I'm feeling grateful for the delicious cup of masala tea my mother made for me this morning. It was so comforting and a perfect start to the day. I really appreciate her thoughtfulness. The helpful auto rickshaw driver who knew the quickest route to the market. He saved me time and got me there without any hassle. I'm thankful for his efficiency. The beautiful weather today. The sunshine is so pleasant, and it makes everything feel brighter. I'm grateful for the warmth." Additionally, you can write, "I also appreciate the friendly smile from the vegetable vendor at the market. I'm grateful for having access to clean water."
Wow, that was really simple and felt good. Your examples feature everyday experiences and mentions concrete things to be grateful for, not just vague statements. Remember, dear listeners, include words like grateful, appreciate, and thankful, and keep your sentences short, manageable, and easy to replicate. Now it's your turn to start your gratitude journal right now by writing it down in the comments.
What are you grateful for today? Take a moment to think about your day so far. What are 3 things, big or small, that you feel grateful for? Think about the simple joys, the helpful people you've encountered, or even the things you often take for granted.
It could be anything. Take a few moments and jot down those 3 things in English. Don't worry about perfect grammar or complex sentences. Just write down what comes to mind. Try to use some of the gratitude vocabulary we've discussed. Thankful, appreciate, grateful, kindness, etc.
How did that feel? Did you notice how quickly you could think of things to be grateful for?
That's the power of focusing on the positive. This simple exercise is the first step towards building a regular gratitude practice.
So, your challenge for today and every day is to take just 5 minutes to write down 3 things you're grateful for in English. You'll be amazed at how this simple habit can positively impact your mood and your English learning journey.
Start small, be consistent, and watch your appreciation and your English skills grow.
So, we've explored the wonderful world of expressing gratitude in English, from the simple thank you to more nuanced and heartfelt phrases. We've seen how important it is to acknowledge kindness and show appreciation.
Absolutely, Maya. And remember, learning these expressions isn't just about sounding more polite. It's about building stronger connections and fostering positive relationships, whether it's with your family, your friends, your colleagues, or even in a professional setting.
Think about the impact a genuine "I really appreciate your help" can have on a colleague, or how a thoughtful "that's so kind of you" can brighten someone's day. Imagine someone showing their gratitude towards you for your help. How would you feel? Won't these small gestures make a big difference?
And we've given you a range of vocabulary and examples to help you express your gratitude effectively in various situations. From casual chats to formal emails, you now have the tools to choose the right words.
Now, it's time to put this knowledge into action. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to consciously incorporate these expressions of gratitude into your daily English interactions.
Here's a simple challenge for you. Make a conscious effort to say at least one genuine expression of thanks in English today. It could be to a family member, a friend, a shopkeeper, or anyone who has done something for you. Try to use one of the phrases we discussed beyond just thank you or thanks.
And to further solidify this learning, we strongly encourage you to start a gratitude journal in English. Take just a few minutes each day to write down a few things you're thankful for. This practice will not only expand your vocabulary related to gratitude, but also cultivate a more positive mindset.
As you write in your journal, consciously try to use those new phrases we've learned. You'll be surprised how quickly they become a natural part of your English.
Remember, expressing gratitude is a gift you give not only to others, but also to yourself. It fosters a sense of positivity and appreciation in your own life.
So go out there, embrace the power of gratitude, and let your appreciation shine through in your English communication.
We'd love to hear about your experiences. Share your gratitude journey with us in the comments below.
And if you found this episode helpful and inspiring, please subscribe to the English Cafe and leave us a review. Your support helps us create more valuable content for you.
Thank you for joining us today on English with Everyday Conversations. Until our next linguistic adventure, keep those kind words flowing.